All right, so you ready to go deep on this new Weekend album? Hurry Up Tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, I've been looking forward to this one.
I
Definitely.
know you're a big fan, so I knew you'd appreciate really getting into this one because this is a big one, right?
Yeah, the final chapter of a trilogy, huh?
Exactly, exactly. I mean, and we've got some incredible sources here to dig into, so we'll definitely unpack all that. And we've got articles, interviews, even some fan theories that are pretty interesting.
Oh, wow, fan theories, huh? Those are always,
Yeah, yeah, they could be a little out there, but
sometimes they're spot on, though, right?
yeah, yeah. And The Weeknd, he's known for that symbolism and all the kind of hidden meanings. So,
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
so let's start with the trilogy itself.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Hurry Up Tomorrow follows, as we said, After Hours from 2020, and then Dawn FM, which came out in 2022. And there's this whole idea floating around that these albums are like a journey through Dante's Inferno or Divine Comedy.
Yeah, I've seen that.
What do you think about that?
I mean, it's definitely interesting. Like, if you look at After Hours, it was so dark and hedonistic,
Yeah.
Like that descent into hell vibe.
Yeah.
And then Dawn FM, it felt a lot more reflective, introspective, like maybe purgatory, where he's kind of working through things.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, like that radio DJ guiding you through it.
Exactly. Exactly. So now everyone's wondering, like, is Hurry Up Tomorrow going to be paradise? What does that even sound like for the weekend?
Right, right. I mean, that's a great question. And honestly, that just makes it all the more exciting to hear what he's come up with. And speaking of what he's come up with, let's talk about this producer lineup because, wow, Max Martin, Mike Dean, Pharrell Williams.
Oh, come on. It's a powerhouse.
It's insane, right? And I mean, each of those producers, they bring something so different to the table. Like Max Martin, he's like the king of pop hooks, right? Those earworms you can't get out of your head.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then Mike Dean.
Yeah.
He's got that kind of experimental, almost industrial edge to his sound. And Pharrell, he's just like a sonic chameleon, you
Yeah.
know? Blends genres,
Yeah.
comes up with these completely unique soundscapes.
It's amazing. So, with this kind of range, what do you think that means for the sound of the album? What is The Weeknd going for here?
Yeah, it's got to be something, I think it's got to be something really ambitious, right?
Yeah.
Pushing the boundaries of what we've heard from him before.
Yeah.
And, I mean, we've gotten a few tastes already with those singles that have dropped.
Oh, yeah, the singles. Yeah, I've been listening to those on repeat, trying to get a feel for it.
Yeah, yeah, we've got Dancing in the Flames, Timeless with Playboi Carti, and Sao Paulo with Anita, and those are all over the map,
Yeah.
sonically.
Yeah, totally. Like, take Timeless, for example. That track's got this kind of hazy psychedelic feel, almost like a dream,
Yeah.
And then Sao Paulo, it's got this vibrant, infectious energy to it.
Right, right, like, you want to dance?
Exactly. Yeah. It's like he's showing us different sides of this album's world, little glimpses of what to expect.
Yeah, it's like little musical clues. And then we have these cryptic CGI teasers he's released. They're so visually striking. Have you seen those?
Oh, I have. And they're super mysterious.
Right. And there's this young boy who a lot of people think is supposed to represent like a young Abel, The Weeknd himself.
Yeah, and there are those little callbacks to characters from his other videos, right?
Exactly. Exactly. And I think that's just brilliant marketing, It's like he's giving us these little puzzle pieces, but he's not giving us the whole picture.
Yeah, making us work for it.
Yeah, yeah. It's like, figure it out, and it just
Yeah.
makes you want to hear the album even more, put all the pieces together.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
And then there's this whole other layer to this, right? He did this incredible concert in Sao Paulo. One night only show at the Morumbi Stadium.
Whoa, I heard about that.
Yeah, yeah. And he debuted 9 unreleased tracks from the album there.
9, come on. What a way to premiere them, right?
Right. I mean, can you imagine being at that show, hearing those songs for the first time live? And not only that, the stadium itself is like this iconic venue, and he incorporated all these Ethiopian design elements into the stage, like a nod to his heritage.
Yeah, I read about that. It's really cool that he brings his culture into his performances like that.
Yeah, it's very intentional.
Yeah.
It's not just a show, it's an experience.
It's like he curated every detail.
Exactly. And then, okay, hold on, there's even more, right? Because it's not just the album and the concert.
Oh, yeah. What
There's a film coming out, too, a psychological thriller, also called Hurry Up Tomorrow, same title.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, directed by Trey Edward Schultz, starring The Weeknd himself, Jenna Ortega, Barry Keoghan. I mean, this is crazy.
That's a really impressive cast. And the director, too, he's known for some pretty intense stuff. So A psychological thriller from him. That's got to be.
Right. I mean, I don't know how it's all going to tie together, but clearly it's all connected somehow.
Yeah, it seems like he's creating this whole world,
Yeah.
right? A multimedia experience.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's more than just music, right? It's like a whole universe you can step into.
And that's something that fans are really into these days.
Yeah, yeah. Immersive,
Yeah.
like a total deep dive.
Totally.
Oh, and there's one more thing I almost forgot to mention this. He's hinted that this might be his last album as The Weeknd.
Wait, really? His last one?
Yeah, yeah. He's said it could be his last hurrah, and then he might just release music under his real name, Abel Tesfaye.
Whoa, so this could be the end of an era then, huh?
It could be. And if you think about it, it kind of fits, right? Like the trilogy, the Divine Comedy parallels, maybe he sees this as a kind of ending or a transformation.
Yeah, or a new beginning, who knows?
Right. It's like, what does paradise even mean for him?
Exactly, yeah. Like, where does he go from here?
So much to think about, right? I mean, we've got the album itself, the sound, all these incredible producers, the themes, the concert, the film, and then on top of it all, this could be The Weeknd as we know him, signing off.
Yeah, it really makes you think about what his vision of paradise is, What does that sound like? Is it peaceful? Is it chaotic? Does he even know?
That's the big question. I guess we'll find out soon enough. Hurry up. Tomorrow drops on January 24th. So mark your calendars, everybody. Get ready for a wild ride. And be sure to let us know what you think of it all once you've had a chance to listen.
Yeah, join the conversation.
Yeah, we'll definitely be diving deeper into all this once the album's out. So until then, happy listening.
Enjoy the ride.
Yeah.